Testing in the Whistler area of Prichard has found PCBs on the site of an old railroad building. PCBs are man-made chemicals once used in industrial equipment that have shown to cause cancer. But as Fox 10 News reporter Steve Alexander tells us, Prichard's mayor says there is money to clean up the area and redevelop it.
The area in question is along Wasson Avenue in between Main Street and Turner Road, where a railroad maintenance building stood in the 1800s. A $400,000 federal grant is funding a study into whether hazardous chemicals may be on the site.
What you all have found and what we found so far?
Mostly just PCBs that have been identified from use of the textile and the coal mining plants that were actually used during the old railroad train station days.
Federal officials have determined that PCBs are reasonably likely to cause cancer in humans.
When you rank these particular contaminants, I wouldn't consider these to be the highest level of threat, but they are in fact areas, contamination in areas on our parcels that the state agencies and the federal agency says have to be removed once we get through.
And Prichard Mayor Troy Ephraim says cleanup crews will remove them, also using federal money.
And we're going to apply for a cleanup grant. We're going to clean up that site and actually put it back into use.
Mayor Ephraim told people at a meeting this morning that some of the ideas he's looking at for that property include
green spaces, farmers market, or even potentially a sitting park.
The land is next to the planned Whistler Historic Bike Trail. People who live in Whistler say they're glad to see work being done, but more is needed.
It does need a lot of cleaning and some drainage problems, also over in that area.
We would like green spaces for, parks and families. We'd like some piers and areas because we have a lot of fishermen in Whistler.
Ephraim says he'll continue to listen to people's ideas, but first comes the cleanup. Reporting from Whistler, Steve Alexander, Fox 10 News.
Whistler was annexed into the city of Prichard in 1950s.